Yes, sir.
Do you have any read on the short-range missile test that North Korea conducted yesterday in terms of, that you might share with us in terms of their motive, or were they routine, or?
Again, intel sources, I can't share anything specific, but I will say that we continue to be concerned about the development, the proliferation, and the testing of missile systems in North Korea. They have a long history of that. It is a danger for the region, and we're concerned about it. Yes, sir.
What about our ability to keep track of what leaves North Korea in terms of a proliferation concern?
We watch that very closely. All of our intel agencies, and we watch it also. And you know, let me just leave it at that. We watch it very closely. We are concerned about it, and we take necessary actions and try to minimize any of that's happening.
Do you feel confident that right now there is not proliferation happening? That they are not?
I worry about it every day. So am I confident it's not happening? No. But I think it's one of the concerns that we have with North Korea, and will continue to have in the future. So that's why not only we, but the entire world, who doesn't want to see weapons of mass destruction or missile technology proliferated to other people that could use it against us or other countries, it's all of our obligation to be able to watch that, report it, and to stop it. Yes, sir.
How would you estimate whether the North Korean military has already developed nuclear warhead, which it fit to their missiles?
Well, they claim they have, and I think we have to agree that, I mean, we have to acknowledge that they claim that they have nuclear weapons capability, and that is a great concern to us, and that is why it's so important to me that we maintain the strength of this ROK-US Alliance, and that we're prepared to fight against any contingency up north, because they are a real threat.
General, a minute ago you mentioned that the intention is to keep about the same U.S. capability in Korea, and you underlined the word capability a couple of times. Does that mean that, in fact, the number of troops could go down while maintaining the same capability? Do you foresee that happening?
I don't foresee that happening. Again, I think capability, troop level, I mean, when you get into, okay, you know, about the 28.5 level, what does that really translate into? It goes up and down over time. There are headquarters that are changing out that will become more capable in the future as we bring new headquarters in across the board. But the bottom line for me, and my responsibility as the U.S. commander there, is do we have the forces, both number-wise and capability-wise, in order to be able to do what we need to do in a war fight, to be able to initially set up in the defense with the Republic of Korea on the front lines, to bring our air forces in to be able to conduct the war fight, and then to bring our land forces in order to be able to continue to conduct the war fight. And I'm confident we do now, and for what I see, the upcoming changes in the different headquarters that we have as we move forward towards OPCON transfer, I'm very comfortable that we do.
But you don't see room for reductions in numbers then? Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, about the same level, but I really would like to try to change the discussion to capabilities, because there are going to be capability changes that we will make over the next 3.5 years, and even after OPCON transfer, that will strengthen the alliance as we go through. I mean, one example is moving from an 8th Army headquarters, which has been mostly an administrative type of headquarters. That may be a little bit unfair, but it has not been a warfighting headquarters. I'll leave it at that. To a very strong warfighting headquarters that have got the right staff sections in there, got the right types of individuals for a warfighting headquarters, and combining that with forces in Hawaii that can quickly come to be able to augment that on a warfighting basis also. So those type of changes we are going to continue, and again, I think that's good because it continues to improve our capabilities. Yes, sir.
I wanted to go back to Kim Jong-il. Do you have a better sense now of what the situation is there than you did when this report of his collapse or illness came to light?
I mean, I'm not sure what you mean by a better sense.
Are you still in the dark about what happened there and what the repercussions are?
What we're seeing, so we continue to watch all the intel indicators as to any movement or anything that's going on, and have not seen anything out of the ordinary. So, do I have more detail on exactly what happened? There's intel sources that I can't obviously share there, but I'm confident that based upon what we see going on in the north and all the contingencies that we need to be prepared for, we're prepared to react to those, us and the alliance.
I guess maybe my question goes to the level of uncertainty. Is there the same level of uncertainty today as there was when this event occurred?
If uncertainty means to you what Kim Jong-il would do on a day-to-day basis, I mean, you never know. You never know what he's going to do on a day-to-day basis. That's why we have to have the capabilities, Korea and U.S., to be prepared for any contingency, and we work with that very hard. And I'm still just as confident today as I was before this happened that we are prepared for those contingencies.
By 2012, you'll transfer operational control of forces in Korea to the Republic of Korea. Why not peacetime control of those forces?
They have peacetime control right now. They do, yes. Yeah, right. That changed several years ago. They will then, right now, if we went to war today, I would take command and control of the ROK forces at the onset of the war. That's what changes. On 17 April 2012, that will change, where the Koreans will really retain the command of their forces in wartime, and we, the U.S., will be in a supporting role to that. Again, we're not leaving. Northeast Asia, Korea is too important to the vital interest of the United States. Korea is a place that has wanted us for many, many years and will continue to want us in the future. It's the right place to be for stability and security in Northeast Asia, well past OPCON transfer.
As in a decade ago with the famine, we are seeing reports that, from defectors and from the aid groups that work in China, that soldiers are going without food. I don't know how widespread it is. Does that factor in your calculation of North Korean readiness, the fact that food shortages have indeed hit the army, which is considered, generally speaking, the favored element in that society?
We watch all those indicators very closely, but the huge army that he has up north that is very, very well positioned as far as being very close to the border and ready to be able to, without much notice, to be able to attack south is my main concern, and having the capabilities to be able to defend against that and then to ultimately to be able to completely defeat it. And what they have as far as special operating forces, their missile capabilities, their proximity to the border is still a very huge capability. I'm absolutely confident that if they came south, we, the ROK-US Alliance, would be able to defeat them. They would cause huge damage in the Republic of Korea, but I'm confident that we have the capabilities there that will quickly and be able to defeat them. Any more questions?
Thank you very much.
Thank you all.